What are freehold covenants, and why do they matter in land law? This video delves into the nature and purpose of these covenants. Explore how they impact property rights and obligations. Freehold covenants are obligations tied to land ownership. They can be positive, requiring action, like maintaining a garden. Alternatively, they can be restrictive, preventing certain activities. These covenants are essentially contracts between landowners. Understanding them is crucial for property management. Covenants serve as binding promises with significant implications. They can influence social, legal, and even religious relationships. Often included in contracts or deeds, they ensure certain actions are taken or avoided. This formal agreement helps maintain order and harmony between landowners. Their importance cannot be overstated. Positive covenants require active participation, like maintaining a wall. Restrictive covenants prevent specific actions, such as building extensions. They are typically created during property transfers. Both types have unique impacts on land use. Understanding their distinctions is vital for property owners. Covenants are enforceable against original parties and sometimes third parties. The benefit of positive covenants can pass in law and equity. However, the burden typically does not pass in common law. Equity provides methods for burden passing under certain conditions. Understanding these legal nuances is essential. The benefit of covenants can run with the land if certain conditions are met. The burden generally does not, except in equity. Equity allows for burden passing under specific circumstances. This includes mutual benefit and burden scenarios. Legal strategies are needed to navigate these complexities. Restrictive covenants are often enforced as equitable remedies. Registration is necessary for enforceability. Discharge or modification can occur under specific conditions. Section 84 of the Law of Property Act governs these processes. Understanding equity's role is key in managing covenants. Covenants are usually part of property transfer documents. They can also be created by separate deeds. Positive covenants require specific actions, like paying for maintenance. Restrictive covenants limit land use, such as prohibiting business operations. Proper creation ensures enforceability. Equity allows burdens to run under certain conditions. The case of Tulk v. Mokshay established key principles. A restrictive covenant must be negative and benefit dominant land. The servient land must be intended to be burdened. These principles guide equitable enforcement. The benefit of a covenant must touch and concern the land. It must be intended to run with the land. The covenantee must hold a legal estate at the covenant's date. The buyer must derive title from the original covenantee. These requirements ensure the benefit's legal continuity. Annexation ties a covenant's benefit to the land. It can be express, implied, or statutory. Assignment allows benefit transfer when annexation fails. The process requires simultaneous land conveyance. Understanding these methods is crucial for covenant management. Building schemes create mutual covenant obligations. All properties are both servient and dominant. Requirements include deriving title from the same seller. Restrictions must benefit all lots. Valid schemes ensure enforceability among property owners. Covenants can be discharged or modified under certain conditions. The upper tribunal can grant orders for this. Grounds include obsolescence or unreasonable impediment. Compensation may be required for discharge. Legal guidance is often necessary for these processes. The upper tribunal considered covenant obsolescence in Hancock v. Scott. Changes in the area rendered a restrictive covenant obsolete. The tribunal allowed for modification to enable development. The decision highlighted the impact of neighborhood changes. Legal precedents guide such rulings. Applicants argued the covenant was obsolete due to area changes. They cited Section 84 of the Law of Property Act. The tribunal considered the covenant's impact on property use. It evaluated potential injury from modification. Legal standards guided the decision-making process. The tribunal ruled the covenant purpose was obsolete. Development had altered the area's character significantly. The modification had minimal impact on neighbors. Public interest was not compromised by the change. The decision reflects evolving property dynamics. Positive covenants require action or expenditure. They do not run with the land like restrictive covenants. Enforceability requires specific legal structures. Conveyancing devices can aid enforcement. Understanding these complexities is crucial for property transactions. The Lands Chamber can modify or discharge covenants. Applicants must demonstrate grounds like obsolescence. Compensation is often part of the process. Legal costs can be significant in disputes. Expert advice is advisable for navigating these challenges. Negotiating covenant releases can be an alternative to litigation. The Stokes percentage often guides compensation. Litigation requires notifying those with covenant benefits. This can impact insurance options. Legal strategy is key in these situations. Injunctions are common remedies for covenant breaches. Courts may enforce demolition in serious cases. Damages are calculated from various factors. The Stokes percentage is a starting point for assessments. Legal expertise is crucial in enforcement actions. Grocery retailers face specific covenant restrictions. Competition law impacts covenant enforceability. The National Trust has unique statutory powers. Local authorities also have covenant-related powers. These special cases highlight diverse covenant applications. In conclusion, understanding the nature and purpose of freehold covenants is essential for recognizing how obligations and restrictions shape the use and enjoyment of land. Freehold covenants allow landowners to impose conditions that can preserve property value, maintain community standards, or regulate land use for mutual benefit. By distinguishing between positive and restrictive covenants and understanding their enforceability, individuals can navigate property responsibilities with greater clarity and avoid legal disputes. A solid understanding of freehold covenants supports informed decision-making in property transactions and effective long-term land management. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us via email or WhatsApp at 074843616888.